What's up guys, it's Ralph here and I'm going to make a tutorial video for you for how to make kind of vertical sliced time-lapse pictures in Minecraft. You can do this in other games or even in real life as well, but I'm going to do it in Minecraft just because it's easier to show you than in Minecraft than for me to actually go outside. So I'm using Dxtory and Minecraft right here. In Dxtory I'm in the screenshot tab and I'm going to turn on this auto repeat screenshot function, and since nightfall lasts about a minute and a half. By the way, this is 1,000, which 1,000 is 1 second. It's a unit of milliseconds. That is freaking great, that rollover. I had to actually test it so many times. The rollover actually says what it is. I'm going to change this back to PNG just for the hell of it. Right, so I am going to quickly do some math in my head on my phone actually. I'm just going to pull my phone out and say like 90 seconds is a minute and a half, and I want like 12 pictures, so I need like 7.5, or should I do 20? Let's do 90 divided by 20, so like 4.5 seconds for a picture. So let's just make it like 4 seconds. We can get rid of a couple of them. So I'll put it on 4,000. It'll take a screenshot every 4 seconds. Every 4,000 milliseconds. Right, so we go into Minecraft and we'll maximize it. Go back to the game. First of all, what you want to do is, first command you want to type in is weather clear, and then put it on 1,000,000. I think that's the one, is it? Change the clear weather, so that avoids it from getting raining. It's that's like the maximum amount of time you can have for clear weather and it won't rain. So that's your first command. Next command, we'll have to start it in the beginning of night, so set time to 11,500. Nightfall starts around 12,000 or 11,500, so I'm going to set it to right about here. Skeletons are dying. I'm going to press F1 to get rid of my my hands and action bar and overlay of stuff. And then when I look and I see the sun is kind of setting, I've got my Mr. Survival base in the background there. You can pick any scene area that you want, of course, whatever looks good. I just pick one that is relevant to my series. Okay, so here's a good place to start. So I'm going to hit my hotkey, and you can see on the icon on the left, it's actually on like automatic screenshot mode. So I'm going to go sit here and wait for the sun to set, about a minute and a half. I'll fast forward through that. Alright, the sun has gone. I'm just waiting for the tiny bit of glow on the right to disappear. So we get a nice black sky up on the right, which is right about here. And now I'm going to end my automatic screenshot captures here. Alright, so now I should have a bunch of, I'm going to fly up a little bit so I don't get shot by animals or skeletons. Now I should be able to check and see what screenshots I have. Alright, so in this folder I have 23 screenshots. I aimed for 20, but I did a bit longer recording in the beginning. As you can see, from the first couple ones, they aren't really getting a good difference in color. It's kind of very gradual. Let's see on the end. Maybe I want to take 1 or 2 pictures off the end. No, these are okay as well. So what I might do is take 2 of these pictures off, or 3 of these pictures off the front. And then I'm left with 20 images, exactly what I need for my this current project. So next up I'm going to open up Photoshop, and in Photoshop I'm going to create a new file with the dimensions of my monitor. So I'm recording in 1920 by 1080 and these screenshots are in 1920 by 1080, so I'm going to make my 1920 by 1080 image, and then just take all of my screenshots and just dump them into Photoshop, not into Dxtory. And I have to enter on all of them to make sure they all get placed. And they're not all getting placed at the right size, which is not that big of a deal, really. I'm not really too concerned. What I do is just select all the layers, Control T, and then size them up till they've got the full width of the thing. Right there. Alright, so now's the fun part. Now you get to whip out your calculator again. Or, whip out your calculator. And then you decide, the width is 1920, and I got 20 frames, so I'm going to do divide by 20. So I need each frame to be 96 pixels wide. So what I'm going to do to accomplish that, create a new layer above all this other crap. Grab a block and then resize it here with the width of 96px. That's the width of one of my frames. So with V, the move tool, I'll gently nudge it against the left here, and then grab a marker from this side here. In Photoshop, you get that by, was it Control R for rulers? Yeah. And then just slide it over. It locks unless you turn all the locking stuff off. And then you just do this to get all these slices in 96 pixels wide. Alright, and we're at the last one. If anybody knows an easier and quicker way to do this, please let me know in the comments. This is just the way I've figured it out, and if anybody knows an easier way who was better at Photoshop than me, then please let me know. I'd be happy to learn the new things. So now what we're going to do, as you can see by all these layers on the side, if I unlock or unview, hide the layers, you can see it slowly gets lighter. So what I want to do now is check out the top layer right here. I only want this to be the rightmost frame, so I'm going to use my selection tool. What's it called? Rectangular marquee tool. Select the area, the slice that I want the rightmost frame to be, and just put on the layer mask. And then go to the second one, select the first two, and then put on the layer mask. Select the third one, and then go to the first three, and then put on the layer mask. You can actually just do individual slices, but I just like easier to grab the whole 4 bits like this, the whole 4 slices, and then the 5th slice. So yeah, then you go and you do all of them until you reach the end, and then you're done. Actually, it's pretty much that easy. And that is the last one I gotta do. And now this one just stays the way it is. So we press Control semicolon to hide the rulers, and there we go. That's our image. And I think I'll use this as my screenshot for the video and the example in the beginning of the video. This is what we got. So now we got slices from the left to the right as time passes, but it's the original picture. So that's a pretty cool little effect, and this is how to make it. So all you gotta do is save it as an image, and Bob's your uncle, as they say in some parts of the world. Of course, you can do different sizes of slices. You can do more slices or less slices. You got to just work out your math with how many screenshots you got to take and how many pixels each of those slices have got to be. Also, once again, if anybody knows an easier way of doing this, of course, I'll be happy to hear about it in the comments of this video. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope this was educational and entertaining for you. So click the like button and be subscribed, and I'll do more stuff like this in the future. I just pushed the button. What did I do? Undo. Everything's good. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.